Hola, mis queridos estudiantes. Unfortunately, I can't be with you again today. I'll hopefully be back on Monday. Please expect that we will have a quiz on Monday on this material. So make sure that you treat your practice carefully while I'm away and email me any questions you have if you're confused about how to do this stuff. All right, let's get into it. All right, first things first, let's review the work from yesterday. You can open that up in a separate tab. All right, so the way we do these is we look at what the form of the verb is in the present tense, bailan, and we do the same thing in the future. So bailan is the ellos form, and so we're going to use that same form in the future. Van a bailar. We look at the next one. Well, it's for Ramon, and we're going to use that same form here when we change it to the future. Va a jugar. Remember, juega in its infinitive form is jugar. Okay, the next one is levantas, and we know when a verb ends with the letter S in the present, it's the to form. So, vas a levantar. Cada día levantas pesas en el gimnasio. Mañana también vas a levantar pesas en el gimnasio. And the next one, montamos. So here we have this AMOS ending, and we should know by now that that's the nosotros form. And so we're going to use the nosotros form also for our form of ir. Vamos a montar. All right, so there we go. Next up, you're asked to answer some questions. Okay, ¿Dónde va a pescar mi madre? Well, I take a look here and it says en el río. So that's how I answer it. Mi madre va a pescar en el río. Accent over the I. ¿Dónde van a bailar mis amigos? Well, I need to look here. I'm looking for where they're going to dance. And it says here, la discoteca. Okay, so van a bailar en la discoteca, the discotheque or the club. Next up, ¿cuándo va a jugar Ramón al tenis? Well, I don't know. Let's take a look. All right, so it says por la tarde, in the afternoon. So Ramón va a jugar por la tarde. You could have also said va a jugar al tenis, but I left that out in my answer. ¿Qué vas a levantar en el gimnasio? And muy bien, levantar pesas. Now this one was a little trickier because it's asked in the to form, and so when you respond, if someone asks you a question, you respond with I. That's the yo form. So voy a levantar pesas. Pesas, weights, is what I'm going to lift at the gym. All right. In the next section, we had to use the chart to answer the question. ¿Qué vas a hacer el lunes? Voy a estudiar el lunes. Número 3. ¿Qué vas a hacer el domingo? I look on the chart. Voy a ir a la playa el domingo. Now, this one sometimes confuses students. This means I'm going to go. So, going to go, we actually use the conjugated form of ir and then the infinitive form of ir. Voy a ir. Número 4. ¿Qué vas a hacer el jueves? Voy a practicar deportes el jueves. Okay. ¿Qué vas a hacer el sábado? Look on the chart again. Voy a trabajar el sábado. Notice these are all in the yo form because the questions are all in the to form. ¿Qué vas a hacer el viernes? Voy a tocar el piano el viernes. ¿Y qué vas a hacer martes? Voy a ir al colegio el martes. Muy bien. Now the next one was very similar. The difference here is that there's all different people doing the action. So, ¿qué va a hacer Juan el martes? Juan va a trabajar el martes. That's what it says here on our chart. Número dos. ¿Qué van a hacer Carla y Juan el domingo? Well, you look on domingo, and it says here, Carla y Juan van a estudiar. Okay, good. I'm just going to underline that. Great. Next one. Juan, ¿qué vamos a hacer tú y yo el lunes? Okay, and so I look on lunes. Juan y yo. So Juan y yo is the nosotros form. Vamos a jugar al básquetbol. Very good. You could have said nosotros, you could have said Juan y yo, or like I did here, you could just say vamos. Okay, ¿qué va a hacer tu amigo el sábado? So I look on sábado, and it says mi amigo va a cantar el sábado. All right, and then the last one, ¿qué van a hacer los estudiantes el viernes? Los estudiantes van a ir al colegio el viernes. All right. Now moving on to today's work. Today you're going to see this in your classwork. ¿Qué va a hacer la familia Ríos este fin de semana? And you have a modelo, a model here. So Esteban is the one doing the action. Here's a picture of the action, and here's the time. So Esteban va a estudiar a las 8 de la noche. All right. Now some of these could have multiple answers. So instead of estudiar, you could have written leer, to read, right? That would also make sense. So there might be different answers based on the questions. Just try to choose something that makes sense. We have three phrases here, de la mañana, de la tarde, and de la noche, that you can use when you talk about the time. All right, your answers will go below in this box. Do the first one together. Okay, so Angelica is the person doing the action, and we see that she's going shopping, and we need to conjugate ir. Va a ir de compras a las 3:30 de la tarde. Okay, that's going to be in the afternoon. All right, and I'm seeing that we should probably make those a little bigger. All right, very good. The next one. So there's audio that's recorded. You'll find it on the Google Classroom. Use that audio to answer these questions. ¿A dónde quiere ir? ¿Qué va a hacer? ¿A qué hora va a ir? If you don't know what these questions mean, look up on the board. Remember, the question words are up there. Use them. And in the last section, you're going to make a chart talking about 5 things that you're going to do, when you're going to do them, and with whom. So, once you've filled out the chart, you can make sentences with them. Like the example here, it says here on what you're going to do, tocar la guitarra, when you're going to do it, esta tarde, and with whom, mis amigos. So the sentence becomes, voy a tocar la guitarra esta tarde con mis amigos. So there you have it. You're going to write in your own 5 things, what you're going to do, when, and with whom. And then you're going to write these the sentences based on that. All right. As always, if you have any questions, just send me an email and I'll be happy to answer as quickly as I can. Be well y nos vemos lunes. Adiós.